And welcome back to Panel the Podcast. So we've answered 3 questions so far in an hour. Guys, you guys are doing an amazing job. Some people are, loud and talking, which is what we want. Some people are a little reserved, LAILAA, but we won't say no names, but all right. Guys, we got about 20 to 25 minutes left, so when we answer, I'm going to try and get through as much questions as we can. Just answer it as, not as fast as you can, but, just answer it. The next person, try and get it through as much as you can, all right? This one is make us a little controversy. I'm going to say that right now. It's one of the more controversial questions.
I'm ready.
All right?
Yes.
So this question right here, it is, are single moms and single dads a deal breaker? And for me, it is, because I want my first to be her first. That's the only reason.
Stay on my inbox.
That's the only reason.
Sean, can I just jump in real quick and say I agree with you 185%. Before I got with my son's father, I made sure to look for a guy who didn't have kids because I wanted our kids to be first. Right. Now that I am a single mother, I want you to come with kids. I need you to understand the baby father dynamic is.
Right.
Because it takes work to get there.
Right.
It takes work.
You need to understand that they headaches.
Right. I just want my first to be her first. Now, can I mess with someone that has kids? Of course. Like, if it's understanding that it's just messing around, like, there's nothing more than that. But if things start to get serious, God forbid we do the duel, she get pregnant.
So you wouldn't get into no relationship with someone that got kids?
Correct.
I agree with this 185% against Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
I really believe that everybody should experience it for the first time. Like I said, unfortunately, my son's father is not my good God. But the journey we had when we had our kid, it was beautiful.
Right.
When I was pregnant, it was beautiful.
Right.
Unfortunately, once again, we're not each other's good person.
Right.
I would say my preference, like I would want to be with somebody that doesn't have kids yet, but at the same time, it's just that I can't hold somebody past against them.
Of course.
So I don't want to miss out on somebody that's a great person just because they got a kid.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. You know what I mean?
But is there anything wrong with having a personal preference? Because that's all mine is.
My preference is it's optional. You know what I'm saying? It's flexible. You know what I'm saying?
But then what happens if you end up with that person? It's their first, it's your first, and they turn out to be the horrible parent.
But that's okay. The journey.
It's never okay. Because I had my first child. My first child was my first, and my baby father's first. And at first, everything was good. The minute the relationship between us went bad, he abandoned his kid. Had I known that I had somebody that wasn't attentive to a child, that couldn't put the child first, I wouldn't have had kids by him. And I feel bad because my son misses out on opportunities with his dad because he's not an attentive father. But I felt like, oh, you don't have one, I don't have one. We gonna show niggas how this is gonna go. Nah, it's not.
So would you date someone that has kids?
Definitely. Even though I have 4, I don't have any girls. I would prefer a man with a girl, so I know exactly.
Wait. You have 4 boys?
I got 4 boys.
God
That's called blessed.
God bless you. Now you see why I love this girl, yo. I see why I love this girl.
Yo,
So,
that's a good thing.
I just want somebody that has a girl.
Be like, yo, listen up, son.
They be thinking they can give me girls, and I be trying to tell them. I hope y'all understand. It's not y'all. It's not up to y'all. It's up to me. Because I have 2 baby fathers, and I still ended up with boys, time and time. So I really do believe that it's me. But a dude with a daughter, not so much as a boy, but even if it was a boy, because I have sons whose fathers aren't present in their life, I would like to know how you can go about that.
Layla.
I used to think like Sean. I didn't want anybody. I wanted first to be first, but as I got older, I realized it didn't really matter. It mattered about knowing the person. A past is a past. We all have one. You just happen to come with a child, and I can accept that.
Thank you.
So you don't have a preference per se. If
No.
they have a child, it's cool. Now, what about the amount? Like, what if the guy's 3?
Oh yes, we talking about 10 kids with 6 baby mothers. That's an issue.
I agree with
like
you on that.
Baby mothers. You know what I mean?
Hold on, that's excessive, but let's talk realistic. Let's say 3 baby moms, 3 kids.
Wait.
I know, but that's excessive. I know it's real.
That's not real?
I'm saying it's excessive. It's real.
As the extreme.
But that's not the
Kids,
majority.
3 baby mamas. I would have to pass.
I'm gonna say this real quick.
Please do.
I dated. You know, when I was childless, I dated a guy with a kid, and the reason why I dated him is because I didn't like the way he treated his kid. I'm gonna be honest with you.
please.
The
The
reason
reason
why
you
I took him
dated?
seriously is because I didn't like the way he treated his kid, and I felt that she needed to know what love was, like what love is. And I ended up getting so attached to his kid that when me and him broke up, I still would go to the house to go visit her.
Shit, man.
So you bypass the dude.
I'll say, "What up? How you feeling?" And I'll just make sure because I didn't like the way he treated her. I felt like he would drop her on anybody, and that wasn't fair to her.
Right, right.
You know what I'm
So
trying
that
to
was
say?
just you as a person.
That's not
Right? So, but I didn't like him as a person, so let's not even go there. But I loved this little girl, and I felt like all she needed was love. And I feel like some of her accomplishments is because of me.
I mean, it's not because of him, right? So
At one point, I was a single father, and it was hard for me to deal with other women because it was tough to even bring up the conversation to say that I had a child.
right.
Because I do get that stigma. I got that stigma of, oh, you got to, like they just ready to go. They're ready to go
Dope.
immediately, and it felt like I felt like I was left out in the cold. Like, oh, what do I do now?
Right.
What do I do now? And I think that something that the person I'm with now, I explained to her is that, yes, while you may want that person's first to be there first, every child is a journey of their own.
Right.
Correct.
And everything that, there's certain things that I wasn't there for to deal with my son because me and his mother are not together.
yeah.
So there's certain things that I still,
Right.
legitimately, I still haven't gone through with.
Right.
And what I'm more concerned about is being able to, not only for my son and any future kids I have, being able to be with someone that I do care about and be able to show them that this is what what love looks like.
Right.
So whether it be a child that is mine or is not mine, as long as me and her can show them that this is what a family of love is supposed to look like, that's what matters. So that's where I stand on it. Like like I said, as a single father, it's tough to deal with that. Because in a sense, you almost feel like you feel undateable.
Right.
You legitimately feel, even with the person I'm with now, the first date we went on, I kind of got a easy way to get in there because I used an article that the New York Times had called 36 Questions to Ask Someone Before You Fall in Love.
Yeah.
And one of the questions was, tell them something like really secretive or something like that. And I used that to throw it out there, and that's how it got out there. But other than that, I did not know what to say.
You gave her that article on the first date?
Yeah.
That's good.
I
That's
was not-
good.
I remember that.
Wait,
I remember that. That's real.
36
you
questions
gave her
is
the
good.
article, or do you ask?
No,
I mean,
we were
together.
Out. We were out, and I brought up my phone and said, "Hey, let's go through these questions."
Good
Right.
conversation right there, brother.
Yeah, it's a great conversation.
What?
I would still date someone that had a child. It's now I'm thinking more. It's like he said. It's about the family aspect of it. It's about what we create together.
Right.
You know, I'm not really thinking, oh, because you did this, we can't have this.
Right.
You know, what we make together is what it's about.
See what it's like to be in a household with kids before they actually have their own. Like, okay, I can't wake up to this every day. These niggas cry at 5 o'clock, bitch. This is not me.
The sun is
I
up
can
at 8
understand
o'clock
though
every
for
morning.
people how it's like, okay, but a woman with a child and a single mother doesn't have the time for me, and I want to go out, she can't go out.
Right.
Just let her know a week in advance, and trust me, she will be make
There you
make
go.
plans.
Tell
Okay.
me a week in advance. I got
Because
my
that's why I
shit
tell
set up.
that's why I tell every guy who wants to go out. Let me know a week in
But that's
advance.
just being a responsible parent. And if you're
Okay.
interested in a female that has kids, that's the one thing that should draw you closer. Like, yo, this bitch don't never make time
Like,
for me because she
like
always got
Derek
kids. I
Jackson
love her.
said, single mothers are for grown men only.
Look, it worked for Russell and Ciara. Look at
Who?
them. Russell Wilson and Ciara.
Yeah, they end up
Oh,
having
I
People
didn't
to
know
this
that.
day
Who's
want to
doing
know
that?
what she prayed for, because she has like it seemed like she
The
has
best
the most,
husband.
yeah, the
Yeah,
best
that's what
husband.
that's
She
what
prayed
said.
for somebody that was
Baby
gonna love.
Future is Baby
Absolute.
Russell.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty
But
Somebody
like,
else gonna love
that's
her
what
for her.
I think coming into the situation, understanding like, yo, when you
oh,
date
now you want to talk? Okay, good.
because you
good.
said something.
To see who she was as a person,
But,
and
like-
potential beyond who she dated.
But like, I think like coming to the situation, like, yo, like I do feel like love conquer all. So if you really feeling someone and you understand their situation,
Right.
and I don't look at kids at them as a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a decision. But at the end of the day, it's just like, you gotta understand like you dating this person, but you also dating a child. Like it's just like you gotta understand that you come into a situation with somebody and a child. You know what I'm saying? Like and that's what I'm saying. You gotta be open to accept that too, because you can't date. I can't date a woman and tell her deny her child for me. That's like ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
And if she does, do not date
And she
her.
does do that. You should show her that you're not
her.
a good. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
date her.
Exactly.
Run, okay? Cool.
Can I,
Right, 'cause
real
we
quick,
have
I want to
kids
ask a
Real
question.
quick, please.
Yeah. When is it okay to have that? Let's say you do decide to date someone with a child. When is it okay for that child to meet the person that you're
Let me
dating?
tell you.
That's a
real
great
quick.
As soon as
question.
possible.
Real
That's
quick.
a great
Don't
question.
like you,
I
that's
agree.
it.
I agree with her.
There's
that.
somebody I met where I was feeling him so much, I let my son meet him the next day. But beforehand, 6 months, that was just me. But I realized I didn't like these people that much. That's why it took me so long. But this one particular guy, I liked him. And I was like, yeah, you could, yeah, we can, yeah, why not?
Nah,
Let's all
first
go out
day.
together.
If you
And
can't
that's
talk
it.
to my kid like, hey buddy, how you doing? Or you look at my kid like you scared,
I'll
or he can
co-sign
say
them
just.
on that.
So,
Nah.
That's a good way to
Are
feel
you
somebody
feeling
The
else.
it?
You're right.
sooner,
Regardless
the
of
sooner
how I
the better.
feel, if my child's not comfortable,
Then you can. Then
we can't
you
go
can do
forward
it.
with it. That's it, because you're ultimately gonna be somebody I leave him with if I gotta go out.
I just want to piggyback. I just have like one real quick question, right? So that means every guy that you do, like that you consider, you're truly feeling 100%.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
See, I don't have that.
Oh no, niggas that I'm fucking, you ain't even gotta worry about me and my kid. Because it ain't getting past that.
Dead ass.
Dead serious.
Like,
That's
see,
it. But if you
I
buy
don't-
me flowers, picking me up, you the reason why they don't see me at night when they wake up in the morning, then y'all need to meet each other. And I need to know if he likes you, if he's feeling you. Because if he's not feeling you, listen, last night was great.
But it's not gonna happen.
But Junior said,
I
"Mommy,
told my girl that it was like a moment for her. She probably heard this and be mad, but I told her that this weekend, like I said, like if my son didn't like you,
It
Okay,
was
that's
double it
fine.
up here.
like
Your kid's always gonna be a
Because my
kid.
kid is,
son,
yeah,
you know
you're
what I'm saying?
right.
This is
No,
honest.
Your
you're
kid is
right.
always gonna be a kid.
All right, guys. Question. Next question is, so I was having this conversation with Greg the other day, and
You are their best friend.
exactly. So, and where's the question? Yes. So, me and Greg was here talking, and I was like, "Yo, I definitely want to ask this question to the chicks." So, Layla, I'm gonna come to you again, Mrs. No Shy and stuff.
Sean over here calling Layla out. She in a relationship, Sean.
No. I'm just.
Layla's not shy
She's shy.
because
I'm
when we
just-
were talking about the
just asking.
children, about the baby father and baby, she was like, no, because if he got 6 kids, so she ain't
She
shy.
dead
And
said
I felt that. I know Layla.
I felt that on a
Right.
spiritual
When
level.
she's passionate about
yeah, we
the
got to bring
Lord,
it
Like
back.
I had to fwan sway when she said that answer.
Amen. When she's passionate, she lets you know.
So say y'all, chicks or with the guy y'all dating, y'all cool and everything, and y'all decide to take that next step. Okay, I recently had to break up a fight with my friend the other day because she likes the guy, but the guy and his ex are still very close friends. Is it okay for your partner to still be cool with their ex? Like, would you
No.
mind that? Why not?
A while ago, I was reading something, and it said if an ex can be a friend, either they were never love or they still are. So,
Facebook quotes.
I felt it on a spiritual level.
no, definitely not.
What if they have kids or a kid? Like yes, they have to talk and they have to
Yeah,
meet up
they
and
have to
stuff.
talk, but if she's calling your phone at 9 o'clock at night just to tell you about her
Yeah,
day,
9 o'clock.
that's
That's
different.
early.
Listen, I agree with her because I have a rule. If I have a homegirl that's in a relationship or she has a ring on her left finger,
I agree with you.
at 8 o'clock, if
Don't
I
call
gotta
me.
tell you something, your ass gonna wait till tomorrow. Because I've got no time to walk into the job
8 o'clock.
and your husband like, yo,
My
are you
man.
named Sean? I'm like, who wants to know? That's gonna be my first question.
No, that's not even how they're gonna say. They're gonna be like, my man. I know it's you, my man. That don't call after.
I'm just saying.
Don't call after 9.
I mean, I just
Yeah,
broke
go
up
ahead.
my kid's father's relationship because we were still sleeping together and he was dating a new girl. Exes cannot be friends.
The fuck girl is on
I'm
deck.
not
girl
even
never-
gonna lie. I am sleeping around with a married man who was my first love. Exes cannot be friends because there are connections there. Out of everybody, I feel like he knows me best. Like
Okay.
he knows everything about me. He knows my triggers, my whatever the case may be. The fact that we can't be in a relationship, but we can still be friends, mean a lot. But is it threatening to his wife? Oh hell yes.
What if you met Mr. Right, okay? But he said, I don't want you talking to your ex no more. Whether it was baby father, whether it was an ex that was your best friend, is that a deal breaker, or would you be like, you know what, I like him that much that I'm a not obey what he says, but if it makes him happy, then
I
that's
did
what
it
I'm gonna do.
before. I cut off my ex for my kid's father. He still was an insecure son of a bitch. You know, it really didn't matter at that point. It's not even so much of an ex. No man wants their girl having male friends, period. And then to have a friend that knows her better, knows her better than you do, you're intimidated. But that's your problem. Because you can't be upset that she has somebody in her life that's going to balance her out, and you can't be upset that it's an ex, you know. They may not have been right for each other at the time, but they have a relationship where they're able to talk to each other and open up. Everybody needs somebody they can talk to.
Right.
And sadly for me, it's with niggas that's married, it's with my kid's father. I really don't give a fuck, so,
Sean,
you know.
go ahead, darling.
I'm going to sprinkle some sunshine into this bad boy because everybody said no. Here's my thing. I feel like people don't like to respect boundaries. So you can be friends with your ex. You can. But a lot of people don't want to respect boundaries. Like, you know, you have that girl who feel like she can do... Okay, you don't want to respect the boundaries because that dick is good.
Yeah.
And I know how that feels.
Yeah.
But I have an ex-boyfriend and we are very close. But whenever he's in a relationship, I respect his female. I respect his woman. Him on the other hand, I have to block him. You know what I'm trying to say? Because he starts trouble. That's just his thing. But I do believe that y'all can be friends, but there has to be boundaries.
I'm like a dude. I'm gonna go as far as you let.
There has to be boundaries.
Relationship you
But-
marry,
but
you
the-
know you marry. You
But the
better
thing
not
is,
kiss your
but
man.
the thing is, you have to question that because you know what? Sooner or later, you're gonna find your Mr. Right.
I am.
So what's gonna happen? You have to question that person. Like, where are they growing? You have to grow in order for you.
Sometimes karma don't come back around.
No, it's not. It's not. I don't believe in
I ain't
karma.
gonna hold you.
No, but I don't believe in karma. I believe that we all grow, and once
Yeah.
we grow, we sit back and say, okay, nah, this is what I'm gonna set. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do this. So that's why I say it all depends on the individual.
What
That's just me.
I also agree with you. I think that friends can be exes can be friends. I think that it's
But
up
the
to
question
two
is
people.
it okay?
I think it's
Yeah, I think
okay,
it's okay.
yeah, because
No, it's not
but it's
okay.
it's on the two people, and you got to feel it out as the other person in the relationship. You got to look at the signs. You got to see what's really going on.
I also feel it
And
depends on who you are.
Respect got to be there.
It does.
Because I work with Ross, and I can tell you guys firsthand, Ross is the king of give no fucks. Ross will give no fucks. So I think that I think it depends on who you are. Because me, I'm not a insecure guy. Like if you say, hey babe, like I'm hanging with my ex, I'm like, all right, cool. But you have to define hanging. Hanging can't be in his house. Hanging can't be in your house. Hanging better be at BBQs or some shit. Something where I could use like laser eye vision to see your ass. Something. If I wanted to
Pop
but-
up.
Right. Which I don't, because that's kind of
Like,
crazy. But
my thing with the whole ex thing, I don't ever feel like when people break up, it's not because they no longer in love. It just
Right.
don't work out anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that means like that love is still there, but we just not meant for each other.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That
So
love
that's why I
is
kind of
so
look like
old.
it's kind. Even with me, like I have a lot of female friends, so I feel so if I end up dating somebody, she might have a problem
Right,
with
you
it.
know my line. They may not be your good girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And you
saying.
may not be her good guy.
Yeah.
I think what we have to do when it comes to being friends with exes, one of the things is if you're really serious about someone new, you got someone new and you're really serious about that person, everyone that's a friend, whether it be same sex or not, has to take a step back. Because essentially that person becomes your best friend.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
Boundaries.
That's what it should
once-
be.
Amen, brother.
if I'm friends with you and like I found someone else new, you and I have to have the understanding, like, you know what, you got to step back from now
Boundaries.
because I found her.
Yeah.
And if you really are friends, you can
will
get
do
that
that.
done.
You will do that.
If you're not friends,
It's never going to be an argument.
Yeah, it wouldn't
But-
be an
That's why I
argument.
say boundaries.
Is it crazy because with me and a guy that I was sleeping around with, the married guy, even though it was wrong, it was kind of a balance because he wouldn't sleep with nobody else. And I wouldn't allow him to sleep with nobody else because I knew ultimately that would fuck up his marriage. Like, us sleeping around would fuck up his marriage, but in the same sense as friends, I was able to tell him, like, yo, my nigga, you fucking up. And yeah, we are gonna have issues because when she finds out about us, we not gonna be able to be friends no more. And it was a lot of things that he couldn't understand with her. Like, okay, we're friends now. I can see where you're giving me advice, but at the same time, kid, we still sleeping together. Yeah, but it's no attachment. You know, I'd rather him sleep with me than him sleep with 1,000 other bitches. Because like I told him, I'll tell your wife. Honestly, I feel like I saved your marriage. I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like I saved your.
Damn.
I feel like I saved
Are we
your
gonna
marriage.
mute her name out?
I'm not gonna.
We just.
Kia, aka Mother of 4B on Instagram. In case y'all don't know,
Hey.
I
No
don't
fucks
say
given.
it.
All right.
And, you know,
Add her.
She,
add me. It's,
that dude was this. He's incomplete.
he's from Guyana. He's arrogant.
Oh,
he has
scunt
mother
boy.
issues.
Hector, oh,
Yeah.
scunt boy.
Yeah,
Listen,
come
but
out
he's a
together.
Boy,
good
come
guy
with these
with a
banana,
good
you know.
heart, and he's a great husband.
and it
but
doesn't hurt that the D is good.
where she cheated first, he didn't understand it. So you know,
Okay.
There's a lot going on there. It's
Yeah, I'm
complicated.
just super
I gotta
stable.
remember.
Go ahead.
So, say you guys are talking to a lady, you guys are talking to a guy, guys are talking to a chick. You're getting to know each other, or the feelings are there and stuff. How important is education? Do they need to be educated? College education, trade school, is that a deal breaker?
No.
I've met some people,
Articulate.
but I've met some people,
Look, like,
including the ex of mine, that where because I didn't want to go back to school, she was off with the head, as they say.
I mean, what kind of education we talking about though? Because like,
No, bachelor's,
let's say
master's.
she
like,
has a
but
bachelor's,
for me
you have
personally,
high
all
school.
that bachelor's and all of that stuff, that's just all that's a
It's
formality.
paper.
It's a paper.
It's paper.
Because I met some of the dumbest people in college my whole life. I'll tell you
too.
true.
Me too.
The most
Me
dumbest
too.
people I met
I
was
was
in
like,
college, and some of the most smartest people I met in the hood that just didn't finish high school. So it's all about. I look at education on like things that you could really apply to your real life, like
Right.
moving forward, like how we gonna interact, like can
Right.
you help me make good decisions or bad decisions?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And if
Hector.
you want to go back to school.
Hector just graduated from school not a lot too long.
This
So
was
what
2
are your
years ago.
thoughts?
Queens College 2015.
Personally, I had a rule where I wanted someone with a degree, but it wasn't because I cared about the degree itself. I cared about, in a sense, what you guys complain about is that it's just a formality. It just says that you did something.
Right.
But as I've gotten older, I realize it's not the degree I want. Is that I call it being self-aware.
Right.
And when I say that, you have to know yourself and know know where you are, know your weaknesses, your strengths, and be able to manipulate around the world with that. And once you typically, quote unquote, if you have a degree, you're aware of that. But it doesn't mean that you're not, because like you said, there's people who don't have a degree that know, you know what, this is where I'm good at, this is what I can do, this is what I
Right,
can't
that's
do.
Ross, what do you have to say on this?
As far as degrees, I've known a lot of women to be like, all right, if I have a bachelor's, they have to have a bachelor's, or even if I have any kind of degree, they have to have at least an associate's.
Right.
And
4 years ago.
Yeah.
and I always feel like that's a way. While I understand it, I feel like I understand it. I think that's a way to block your blessings. Like just because a
you.
man doesn't have it or the girl doesn't have it, that doesn't rate their intelligence. Like as a society, that's not a way to grant somebody a level of respect. Like, oh, you got a bachelor's degree, I'm gonna respect you more than I'm gonna
Even
respect
if he
somebody.
didn't have a high school
And
degree,
unfortunately, there are some people that's like that.
They start at 55,000 or more.
you know,
That's what you're gonna
even if he
expect.
didn't have that,
But
I
some
would
people
love
don't.
him.
A lot of dudes have their degrees, but are still working a 9 to 5 that makes like not even 50, like 30.
Ladies, quickly, what do you guys think on that? Later?
When I first graduated from college, I felt like that. I felt like I have a bachelor's degree. I want my partner to have a bachelor's degree. Then I got realistic. Because most of the time, just because the person has a bachelor's degree doesn't mean they're necessarily what you're looking for. And I wanted what I was looking for, whether he came with a degree or without one.
Right. I mean, whether you graduated high school, you stopped at 6th grade. You know, for me, if I can help you in a area that you're not good at, whether it be, listen, babe, I want to go get my GED. Can you help me with this math? Boom, I got you.
Thank you.
You know, I'm not gonna
Help
get
the
you
nigga.
with somebody that's incompetent to me, because I might know math all day long, but a bitch can't put together a fucking cabinet. You know, it's not. It's about your personality ultimately, and if you're gonna be together, there's things you can build together.
Good, Shauna.
Well, I just graduated, and I never.
Yes, good. Yes, good. Yes, good. Yes, good.
I'm gonna keep it real. I love artists, So therefore, 9 out of 10 artists are not college degrees. They don't have degrees. So like I said, to me, it's articulation. You have to be able to articulate a sentence, and then the rest we can work with together.
At least know that 1 + 1 is 2.
Hell yeah.
Then we can get somewhere.
As long as you know that, you can make it through life.
Know the difference between dear, and dearer. That's what
Facts.
I mean.
Facts.
Please.
Right.
Listen.
What? I went to college. What?
Listen, guys.
Dear, and dear.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hector,
Tomatoes,
Greg,
tomatoes.
Hector, Greg, Ross, Layla, Kia, Tashana. Want to thank you guys because this was good. This was great.
Thank you.
Coming on board. Hand clap for everybody.
Bringing us together.
I appreciate you coming through. I just got one
Healthy
request.
conversation.
I just got one request. Can y'all next time please be early? Just please come early. Just please.
We lost 20 minutes.
Asian people
We
time.
lost 20
We
minutes.
lost 20
Asian
minutes.
people time.
I also want to give a
Like
shout out
5:30.
to where we're at, Cast, at Sound Lab. A shout out to Preach, Sly, helping us here. Listen, the next show will come soon. And again, just want to thank you guys because you guys could be doing
Problem.
anything else. You guys could be doing anyone else. Wink, wink. But you guys are here. So once again, thank you guys. And one last time, just clap it up for everybody. Clap it up for everybody.
When's the next one? When we doing this again?
The next one is soon. Just quickly wrapping up. Anybody have anything to say? Kia first, and then everybody.
Yeah, definitely. So everybody in this room, I have my own nonprofit organization, which is called Four Brothers. It's something that helps the community. It's a nonprofit that is basically, I'm a mom. I open up my home, my heart, my ears, conversation to any youth out there that might need it, a parent that might need help or anything like that. September 1st, I'm doing a back to school giveaway. So if you have any siblings, kids, clothes, or anything like that, that you can just, reach out to Sean, he'll reach out to me, we'll pick it up. There's kids out there that's being bullied, suicide, killing themselves because they don't have parents that's worried about hardship and how they're going to make it. I want to try and make that a little bit easier for them, so we're getting together school supplies. I've put in my own money to make school shirts, solid colors, blue, yellow, white.
That's what's up.
We're giving them away. We're trying to make things a little bit easier in the community, so I would greatly appreciate it if, you guys could just spread the word, let your friends know you need a place to get a shirt. I know somebody.
Cool.
I'm opening up my heart for them.
Heard.
Last words later to Shauna.
Nah.
In 2018, dating still sucks, fellas. Any last words quickly? Any last words?
I just want to also give a big shout out everybody here, everybody, beautiful people.
Thank
good
you,
vibes, good energy. I appreciate it. I hope we could do this again. Same people, same cast. I love it.
Right, great vibes.
I had 19
Look up the Panel
questions.
Podcast on Instagram.
Yes, I had
Please.
19 questions and we got to 7.
I'll just say
worry,
this.
Don't worry. Until next time.
These are the kind of healthy conversations that men and women need to have.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
right.
why I'm doing
Healthy and
this.
respectful.
That's why I'm
those
doing
are
this.
keywords.
That's right.
Ross, you have the last word, my friend.
I would just say, man,
We
with
should do a
everything,
prayer. Heavenly Father.
everybody, man, just keep on trying to grow yourself, man. Never stop growing. It's
That's
just
right.
too easy to become complacent and just comfortable with what you're not good at or
Right.
what's a bad habit. Always try to make yourself a little better every day, man.
That's right.
That's all I got.
Thank you,
Fellas,
Sean.
you guys are welcome. I will send y'all a picture of the logo. Please post it tomorrow. Post it during the week so you guys can hear yourselves.
Instagram is
Don't
currently.
worry, I screenshotted it.
My
on
Instagram
Facebook.
is
Thank you,
current-
boo.
my
Thank you,
Instagram-
boo. Yes,
Because
boo.
he said-
Get
I
it,
said-
boo.
He got me feeling bad because I was gonna do that thing, but he was like, no, it's just wait for the
Link.
for the link and so on.
My Instagram is currently deactivated, but when it is activated,
Because you don't want to be a thought.
it's going to be
Anyways.
Greg_JACQ.
Ladies and gents, thank you. Thank you guys again. The Panda Podcast is signing off. Thank you.